Hey guys, Nick Dirk here, and today we'll be discussing the meta of the middle class, Gold and Platinum, as well as what I think is the best way to come out of these ranks. Now in my previous video, I detailed the best way of getting out of Bronze and Silver, so today it's only right to tell you how to get out of Gold and Platinum, or as I like to call it, the middle class. Now in the middle class, there's a bit more communication than at the lower ranks. These ranks are where people might start to take the game more seriously, and that translates into voice chat. 4 players in voice chat was such a rare occurrence in Silver, but here it's been the norm. However, when there's more players in the voice chat, there's a much higher chance for toxicity. This area of the game is much more ignorance than toxicity actually, such as Junkrats bragging about their gold damage. And as with any rank, there's a ton of tilt when the toxicity starts to rise, so try not to get anyone angry. This will cause them to play with a clouded head, and in turn, lower your chance of winning. Now, Gold and Platinum team comps are much better than lower classes. There is almost always at least one healer, but there's still a lot of DPS and not too many tanks. Rarely did I find triple tank here, and I believe this is due to many players lacking the aim to play Ana effectively. There's also much less Junkrat and much more Bastion, whom I'll be making a video about shortly on how to take him out with a little coordination. However, the most common DPS around here is Soldier 76. As mentioned in the previous video, Soldier 76 is great self-sustain and can put out a large amount of damage. He's also incredibly easy to play and is seen as a beginner's DPS. Now, on console, Pharah is amazing at every rank due to many players who use controllers lacking the skill to kill a good Pharah, but I am unsure of Pharah's value on PC. However, I recommend Tracer as a DPS on PC, but only for offensive King of the Hill maps. Tracer, like other flanker type characters, thrives off of chaos and not being focused on. Engage when your tanks engage, and try to pick off an out of position supported DPS. Now, as Tracer, your biggest counters will be McCree and Roadhogs, kind of. I say kind of because if Roadhog misses his hook, then you'll be able to farm a ton of ultras off of him, and maybe even kill him. However, McCree counters you if you get too close, since he could easily one flashbang and headshot you. My recommendation is to shoot him from afar, bait out his flashbang, and then get really up close and personal. Now, contrary to popular belief, I don't think Winston counters Tracer too effectively. Sure, he's able to hit her easily, but that's only if she's in the effective range. Winston barely has any burst damage aside from his jump and melee combo, so if you're in danger, you can easily blink away or just recall. Now as for tanks, Zarya is great from gold and higher. You can easily bubble your out of position teammates for some quick charge. People at these ranks rarely stop shooting Zarya bubbles, so melting through enemies with your laser point will be a breeze, and you barely even have to aim. Reinhardt is also great, but you knew that already. He's great at every rank. He helps his team out like no other character can. So if you trust your DPS, but you don't have the good aim yourself, Rein will be the way to go. The Overwatch University subreddit has been booming with Reinhardt tips recently, so you can learn a few neat tips over there. But however, the best way to improve each of these characters is just playing in competitive games to help sharpen your game sense. Now, the best healer in the game currently is Ana, but she's in sort of a nerf limbo right now. Therefore, I recommend Zenyatta. Zenyatta's pros are that he has incredibly high damage and incentivizes your team to focus on one individual instead of pouring trash damage in. Now Zen is getting buffed soon, with his weapon spread being removed and his alt fire recovering quicker. As for his counters, Tracer is the big one. Zenyatta has a very large square hitbox, and Tracer can easily one-clip you without even having to retaliate. Another counter is Genji. You lack the mobility to run to your team or heal yourself ASAP like other healers, so you're left to call your team over or fight them by yourself. This can be done if you're very accurate, but many players in Gold/Platinum aren't. Now in conclusion, you can carry yourself out of the ELO hell known as Gold, and playing these characters may help you. You'll need practice with them, but that's my final and biggest piece of advice, to play a lot more competitive. Many players in these ranks lack experience. You'll get a feel for the game and just overall better game sense. Now if this video doesn't improve, feel free to send me a clip of one of your games so I may analyze your mistakes and strengths. If you have any questions or quarrels, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Now this has been part 2 of a 4-part series. Be sure to subscribe and turn post notifications on for when I post the next 2 episodes. Until next time, thanks for watching.